Hey guys, so it's been a minute since I posted a video or filmed or anything. The last couple weeks have been crazy. I had a baby on October 1st. He's perfect. He came at 4 in the morning on Tuesday and he weighed 6 pounds 9 ounces. He's 19.5 inches long. And yeah, he's great. He's just been keeping us busy the last couple weeks. And I think last week we started getting somewhat used to his feeding schedule and just having a newborn. It's been crazy. Such a learning curve, big time learning curve. So yeah, he's napping right now, so I figured I'd try to film to get something up since today is the start of the 3rd week of October, I want to say. Yeah, and I don't have a TBR up, and Spookathon starts today, so I figured might as well try to get something up. And yes, I changed my hair. Mommy makeover type of thing, but this is the hairstyle I had in high school, like almost 20 years ago. So I don't know how I feel about that. But anyways, besides the point. This video is my general October TBR and then my Spookathon TBR. The first book that I have been reading for a little bit, and I'm not very far into it though, it's The Merciless by Danielle Vega. Yeah, I'm just 30 some odd pages into it. I kind of started it the end of last month, but then I went into the hospital to get induced on the 30th of September, 29th, something like that. So, and I thought I would read in the hospital. No, contractions don't make you want to read whatsoever. Noted, duly noted on that one. So this is about a group of girls at a high school, and there's a new girl that goes to school and she becomes friends with the popular girls, and they're like, the popular girls are Christian and stuff like that, and I believe they try to exorcise or do an exorcism on some other girl in the high school, and from my understanding they probably I believe they kidnap her and stuff. But I love the cover. I think it's pretty. I love the color of it and the texture. And then the back says, "Forgive us, Father, for we have sinned." It's pretty cool. But I'm hoping to get this done this month. It's one of the shorter books. The books that I have on my general TBR, they're chunky books. And I changed it up a few times since the end of September because, yeah, I had books coming in after I made my TBR list, of course, and posted on Instagram and stuff, but whatever. So one book that I've had for a while now, and I attempted to read it years ago, and then it creeped me out a lot, so I stopped. But it's a huge book for me, and it's super interesting. But a lot of people have been talking about this on BookTube this month, actually, which is kind of interesting. But House of Leaves by Mark, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, so I'm not going to, or attempt to. But it's about a house and creepy stuff happen in it. One thing I specifically remember was that the dimensions of the house itself didn't line up with the dimensions in the house, if that made sense. Like the outside compared to the inside. I remember at one point a random hallway just appears in the house, and the owner is like freaked out by it and explores it, I believe. I don't remember a whole lot because I've had this forever and haven't attempted to read it in a long time. But this author, he like formats his books in the most interesting ways, and it's artwork pretty much. I would like to read this month, but I have a feeling it's not going to happen, but I'm going to try. I mean, I only have like 2 weeks left of October, and then at the end of the month my parents are coming for like a week, so I don't know how much I'm going to get done, but I would like to finish it this year. That would be awesome. But yes, that's a goal. Another book that came in, which I may or may not pick up right now or this month, I don't know. I originally wanted to, but then I got like a couple other books that came in, and I really want to read those before this one. But The Chestnut Man by a name I can't pronounce. I'm so good at these names. And I don't know a whole lot about this book. I know it's like about a killer, and yeah, so I don't like going into books knowing too much about it. But this says, the flap says, if you find one, he's already found you. A psychopath is terrorizing Copenhagen. His calling card is a chestnut man, a handmade doll made of matchsticks and 2 chestnuts, which he leaves at each bloody crime scene. Examining the dolls, forensics make a shocking discovery: a fingerprint belonging to a young girl, a government minister's daughter who had been kidnapped and murdered a year ago. A tragic coincidence or something more twisted? To save innocent lives, a pair of detectives must put aside their differences to piece together the chestnut man's gruesome clues, because it's clear that the madman is on a mission that is far from over and no one is safe. The baby is talking. Yeah, this sounds pretty interesting. The cover and just the title makes me think of like The Chalk Man and The Whisper Man, or whatever it's called, about a killer. Like all of them are about murders and killers, and yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not, but again, I don't know if I'm gonna get to it because it's thick, and there's other books I would like to read before that one. So a book that I won in a giveaway, and the person that I won it from was K2 something on Instagram. I don't remember. I'm sorry. I'm terrible at it. But it's Stephen Chbosky's Imaginary Friend. This I want to read. Like, this is like at the top of my list that I want. I probably won't finish it this month because it's like 700 pages. But everyone's talking about this. Everyone is reading this right now, and it just sounds amazing. The little blurb about it is, Christopher is 7 years old. Christopher is the new kid in town. Christopher has an imaginary friend. We can swallow our fear or let our fear swallow us. He wrote Perks of a Wallflower, which everyone has read but me. I just never really cared to read it, but I might read it now. But this just sounds so awesome. And people compare it to like Stephen King's works and stuff. And then I have my NetGalley stuff, which I'm trying to like be good about and catch up on. The one book that I have been reading is called Love on the Hudson. And it is about a guy who, I think he was in Chicago. He moves back home because his father had a stroke. So he moves back to his hometown, which he hated growing up in and stuff. And I believe he rekindles a relationship with the boy across the street from his dad's house. And it's just about their relationship that they had in high school, and the boy, they're both men now, of course, but the boy across the street, I don't know what happened, but they had a falling out at some point. But now he got married to a woman, and then he got a divorce. So now there's like this, they're trying to rekindle something, and yeah, it's not too bad so far. I still have ways to go though. Another book that I randomly picked up because in the middle of the night feeding babies, sometimes I don't want to read. I just want to listen to an audiobook. So I saw that Bunny by Mona Awad was available, so I started listening to that. I have like 5 hours left on it. Aww. Okay, let me go pick him up. Okay, he seems alright. It's interesting so far. It's funny because listening to that and then reading The Merciless, they're kind of similar. It's just like a group of girls, and in Bunny, it's almost cultish. Like, I mean, it is kind of, and it's just a group of girls who all call each other Bunny, and then this other girl who's an outsider kind of joins their group, and just weird. It is super weird. Like, a few booktubers have talked about it, and they're like, it's such a weird book and just bizarre, but they love it because of the quirkiness and just what is happening. And yeah, I am definitely seeing like how bizarre it is, because the girls, they do stuff with bunnies, and there's just super weird stuff I don't understand, like what's happening whatsoever, and I don't know how it's gonna end whatsoever. So I'm listening to that in the middle of the night, which is kind of fun and creepy. So yay. Spookathon. So it starts today, which is October 14th, and it ends October 20th. I decided at like 1 in the morning this morning, 2 in the morning, when I was up feeding baby, that I wanted to do it. I was watching, usually when I get up super early in the morning for him, I watch booktube videos. That's how I catch up on them usually. And everyone was posting their TBRs for the Spookathon and stuff, and I wanted to participate, even though I don't know how much I'm going to be able to read with everything, because I'm just tired all the time and appointments and stuff. But this is what I'm hoping to do. So the first prompt is to read a thriller. So I got a NetGalley book. I decided to read The Silent House, which put here, and that is about a family who everyone is deaf, and the mother goes to check on her 3 children, and she discovers that I believe she's a stepdaughter. Her stepdaughter is murdered. She's like a little girl, and yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a murder mystery. You don't know who did it. There's secrets already coming out and stuff. I'm like about 11% into it, and it's pretty good so far. We'll see how it turns out. But yeah, that meets, I mean, a lot of them. Yeah, that's like one thriller. And then it says read a book with red on the cover, which The Silent House has red on it, so check that. The third prompt is read a book with a spooky word in the title. So The Silent House, I guess you can say. Silent house, like it can be spooky. I don't know. I'm just going with it. The fourth prompt is read a book with a spooky setting. And this, which also has red on the cover technically, but a lot of people are reading this for this, for the Spookathon, but Ruth Ware's The Turn of the Key. I've had this since it came, like since it came out, but since a couple months now. And I figured, hey, this might be a good time to pick it up and try to read it. And I have not read any of her books because I've heard he okay? I'm almost done, baby. I've heard wishy-washy things about her books, but everyone seems to love this. I haven't heard one bad review about this yet, so I figured this would be good for a spooky setting. So The Turn of the Key is about a babysitter who's being accused of murdering a child or children or something, and this house is a smart house, so it's all techie and things like that, and I don't want to read too much into it, but yeah, I would really like to read this because everyone's talking about it, everyone's reading it, and I feel left behind. So I'm gonna get to this. And then another prompt is read something you would normally not read. So I do read a little bit of manga sometimes, but no, I haven't read I think I've read one horror manga, some other readathon I did, but I saw that Natalie was reading this, and whenever I was watching her TBR, she is My Reading is Odd, that's her handle, but when she held it up and said she was going to read it, I was like, oh my gosh, I have that book, I should probably read it. And it's great. Manga and graphic novels and stuff like that are great for readathons when you're trying to just knock out some books. But it's Ibitsu, I want to say. And again, I don't know a ton about it. I just know it's a creepy gal that shows up at dumpster sites or something and kills people. I'm not sure, but the cover is creepy, and I normally don't read this type of stuff too often, so I figured that works. And there's gray, and there's red on the cover, so that works for that. So that's my general October TBR and my Spookathon TBR. Hello, this is Christina. Many hours later. I filmed earlier and I realized I didn't do an outro, or it cut off. So anyways, thanks for watching, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If not, that's fine. Subscribe if you want to watch any future videos. I have an idea for a future video that I think I might do next month or in the next few months during the winter season. I don't know yet, but we'll see. But again, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.